Oh, hey, the hat looks good.
Thanks, sister. I just got the hat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Did you go to the truck show?
I did not. Was it here in Tehachapi?
Yeah, I was in Tehachapi.
Was it at the fairgrounds? Is that what it was?
Uh,
I mean, not the fairgrounds, but the rodeo.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
Well, it sounds like it was cool. All right.
Oh, my ears got damaged and I already have ear infection.
Oh, no.
So yeah, this is the best route.
Oh, I'm sorry, Delilah. All right, you guys, let's look at page 109 together in grammar. And these are contractions. You guys probably already know about those. It's so weird. There's only 5 of you here today. So everybody else is just gonna have to watch this later. Seems like it, huh? I know there's a lot of sicknesses going around, but how many of you with a thumbs up have heard of contractions before? Good. Almost everybody. Okay, good. So contractions are when you have two words and you combine them into one word. And there's a big list right here we're going to look at together. It uses an apostrophe to show where a letter or letters can be removed. Look at the first one. It says cannot. That actually is one word. Normally we have two words that we put together, but cannot is one word. And then we change it to can't. Have you seen those before, Rylan? So here's what we're going to do. And the apostrophe right there goes where the letter is that they took out, which was the O, an N and an O on that one. So we're going to read these like this. We're going to go cannot, can't, and then each one back and forth with those, okay? So let's read them together. Stay on page 109. Ready, read. Cannot, can't, could not, couldn't, did not, didn't, do not, don't. He had, he'd, he would, he'd, it is, it's, she will, she'll, they are, there, was not, wasn't. So you guys have seen that, I'm sure, a lot in writing. So they're going to forget the apostrophe on purpose just for you. Lucky you. So you get to find those words that are missing the apostrophe, and then your job is just to draw it in there where it's supposed to go. Look at the example at the bottom or the middle of the page. It's down here. Let's read that sentence together. Okay, ready, read. The soldier didn't know that the princess had stolen his bag. So didn't is did not. They have the apostrophe between the N and the T because they took out the O for not. Pretty easy. Let's go on. Page 111. Anybody feel like reading it today? Thank you, Brady. Go for it.
Sat helplessly on the damp grass and didn't move for a long time.
Nice. Good reading. And that word is damp. Does anybody know what damp means, Rylan? A little wet. Like in the morning, if you go out and touch the grass, it's a little wet. Unless it's been raining, then it's really wet, right? Right? But it'll be just a little damp, is a little bit wet. That's good. There are two articles. Go ahead and find those by yourself. Remember, that's the a, an, and the. Okay. And then Delilah, when you're ready, how about the two nouns?
Grass
Mm-hmm.
and time.
Good. Grass and
I
time.
already finished it.
You did? Okay. How about the pronoun, Levi? Where's that at? Mm-hmm. Remember what those are? Yep, good. He is a pronoun. There's only one. And then Ava, what about the adjectives? Long is one. Good. Describing time. And there's one for grass. Something about the grass.
Damp.
Yes, good. Damp. So damp is an adjective. So damp and long. The ly adverb, Rylan, where's that at?
Helplessly.
Helplessly. Very good. Ly on that one. And then the coordinating conjunction, Delilah? And good. That's the fanboys word.
Yep.
And I'm going to come back to prepositional phrases. So Levi, what about the verbs? There's a couple verbs. There's 3 in here, actually.
Sat.
Good. Good. One more. It's a helping verb. So it's going to help move. No. Look before it.
didn't.
There you go, didn't. It's the did part. So when you put the V, make sure you put it over the did part of that word didn't, because that is a helping verb. And then what's the subject, Brady? Who's doing all these things? Yeah, so he, yep, it's he, the pronoun in that sentence. But you're right, it's referring back to the soldier before. And then the prepositional phrases, Ava, do you see those?
On the grass or dead grass?
On the damp grass, yep, that whole thing. And then what's the other one?
For a long time?
For a long time, very good. You guys did it. You didn't need any help at all. One capital, that's easy. Oh, there is an end mark, we know that, that's a period, but there is an apostrophe. Rylan, do you know where the apostrophe goes?
Didn't.
It goes in didn't, between what two letters?
Wait.
So where does the actual mark go?
And T.
Right, between the N and the T, is that where you guys put it? Okay, good, that's right, you got it. Between the N and the T, yes.
I like scissors.
Delilah, I don't need those extra comments, okay, not during class, after class you can tell me all about that. All right, that was it for grammar, that's pretty easy, so go ahead and put your grammar books away. You guys were working on your report about the desert reptiles. And you did the Sahara sand viper, so go ahead and get out everything from your front pocket about the desert reptiles and your paragraph. You guys did a great job on your paragraph. I didn't get to see everybody's yet, but I saw a couple people and I read yours this morning. And I was wondering if I could show the class what your paragraph looks like. Is that okay with you? Because I really like how Ava did her topic clinchers. I know that's kind of new for you guys still, so I wanted to show you how she did it. Oops, did you bring it? You're like, it's in somewhere. There it is. You know. So I know you guys can't read it in the back there because it's pretty small, but I do want you to see the pink that she highlighted. And she highlighted up here and down at the bottom here. So the topic clincher, let's review that. You guys remember the rule with your hands? Everybody put your hands up. Let's do the rule together. Okay, hold on, Delilah. Okay, ready? The topic sentence and the clincher sentence must repeat or reflect 2 or 3 key words. Good, you guys could go faster than that, huh? So Ava put Sahara sand viper, and she highlighted that in her first sentence. Her first sentence says, the Sahara sand viper is uncommon. A great sentence. And then at the very bottom, she has Sahara sand viper again. And it says, it also does not lay eggs because the Sahara sand viper surprisingly bears live young. So that is what I want to see, is the words Sahara sand viper highlighted in the first sentence, and then again in the last sentence. That's the topic clincher rule. If you did that, give me a thumbs up. Good. Okay, some of you, yes, you did too, and maybe you're still working on you have yours, and we're going to talk about it. Do you have yours highlighted? I was trying to remember.
Clinchers, so hard to understand.
Okay, but see, when we were doing the rule, you weren't saying it with us. Do you remember what we say after must? You say it by yourself.
Must have
Repeat.
like 2 or 3 keywords.
So when we go like this, Delilah, that means the first sentence and the last sentence of the paragraph. So like, if I had my hand here, right here is her first sentence, and then right here is her last sentence. You see that? So that's where those words have to either be the same, 2 or 3. I don't want 5 words the same, or 4 even. I want either 2 or 3 in the first and last sentences. So look at your paper. Since you have your pencil right there, do you see the words Sahara sand viper in your first sentence?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put a box around each one of those words. Put a box around Sahara.
Usually.
A highlighter?
Yeah.
If you have one, yes, you can.
I have 300 of them.
Okay. So just those 3 words though, Sahara, sand, and viper. And then I want you to look at your last sentence, Delilah. Read your last sentence of your paragraph, because we'll help you get this on there. No, don't highlight anything yet. Just read the last sentence.
So it leaves you dream sleep in the sand.
Okay, so where could you use Sahara Sand Viper in that sentence? Find it?
You could say, so to her sandpiper leaves a J shape in the sand.
Yes. So do you know how to do a little carrot symbol? Oh, you don't have to erase the whole thing.
That's okay.
No, that's okay. I don't want you to erase the whole thing. It's okay. You can put a little carrot and use the line above it. That's why we do double space. It's okay to use those extra lines for things like that. So
I'm just trying to make it for a chance to like, if it doesn't, then I don't have to do another paragraph. All right.
oh, well, you don't have to do a final copy every time. So it's okay if it's messy this time.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. But after you write down the Sahara Sand Viper, go ahead and highlight those 3 words, Sahara Sand Viper, and then you've got your topic clinchers. So what we're going to do this week is move on to the other 2 reptiles, because we're going to do 3 reptiles all together. So, and I know you have your outline ready to go. Did you highlight it too?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job.
Me her.
Just highlight those 3 words. The next one we're going to learn about is the Mojave rattlesnake. That's on page 85. So
Does the Mojave rattlesnake have any connected to your house?
So you need this and you need your keyword outline side by side right now. That's the 2 things that we're working on. Good. Ava's got it. The Mojave rattlesnake. And you guys already did Roman numeral 1 on yours. So we're going to move on to Roman numeral 2. I think you guys have 1 through 6. Okay. And then you have Roman numeral 3, and then you have 1 through 6. So we're going to try to finish this up this week today so that you guys can write those this week. And you have that word clincher there. That's to remind you. By the way, make sure that word is there on your outline. That's to remind you. Don't forget about the clincher. You got your topic here and your topic here. Okay. Roman numeral 2 is your second paragraph. We're going to write about the Mojave rattlesnake. So let's go ahead and at least put that in first. The Mojave and then rattlesnake. And then we have space for 1 more word, but we don't know what we want to put yet. So just draw a line there. Yes. Okay, so you should be looking for your outline. So
Yeah, I don't, there's a student that's about here.
let's see. Oh, there it is. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, I'm just asking for like the other one.
Oh.
Because I don't know how to have.
Okay, so you don't need those right now, but you have that. Yeah. It should be in the front here. You're supposed to keep these things in the front pocket, okay? So when you do that, remove that part. Maybe it's still in here. Sorry, guys, hold on a second.
It's pronounced Mojave.
Hey, Delilah, you need to work really hard at keeping things together. Because if you don't have it, it's gonna be hard to work on it in class, okay? So try to keep everything right here. The pockets, the vest. And you won't lose it. Oh, here it is. You had it back here. Grace, oh, good. Here it is. Yay, we found it. So you did have it in a pocket. It was just in a different one than you normally have it. There you go. That's what you need right now. These 2 right here.
Yeah.
So I heard somebody say Mojave. A lot of people say that, or Mojave. Have you heard people say that? Yeah. It's actually a Spanish word, and in Spanish the J makes the H sound, so it's actually Mojave. Mojave. It's very close, like 20 minutes or something like 30 minutes from here. So it's super close. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and read this article next, and as I'm reading it, your job again is to look for facts that are interesting to you, okay? Your goal is 6 because we have 6 lines here that we're gonna write about the Mojave rattlesnake. So try to get just 6. There's a lot in here, so it's gonna be hard. Don't underline everything. And you can either underline the whole sentence or just the fact that you think is interesting. You don't have to underline the whole sentence. Does that make sense? So if you hear something about what color they are, you can just underline the color. But if you like to underline the whole sentence, that's okay with me too. But your goal is to find 6 things in here that you think are interesting or important. If you underline 7 or 8, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We'll just have to pick from there. But don't underline all of it. Okay, Delilah? This article has 3 paragraphs, and we're gonna write 2 paragraphs this week, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start reading, and you guys focus on underlining. Levi? Okay. The Mojave rattlesnake is armed and dangerous. Have you guys ever heard that term before, armed and dangerous? Usually we use it when we're talking about criminals or a bad guy. And armed means the bad guy has a gun or a knife or some kind of weapon, right? And the police are trying to catch the bad guy. They're dangerous. So, but they're calling the Mojave rattlesnake armed and dangerous, but they don't carry guns and knives. So we're gonna find out why they're armed and dangerous. Okay. Yes, they do. A medium-sized snake, its long, retractable fangs inject a very powerful venom. You guys know retractable? What does that mean, Brady?
I can think you can go like, if you like, slowly maybe back, up like that.
Back inside its mouth, like in its gums. Our teeth stay, ours don't move, right? But theirs come out when they want to bite, and then they go back inside their mouth when they don't. Okay. Its venom is stronger than that of any other rattlesnake in North America. When threatened, a Mojave rattlesnake will begin to rattle, bring its head up, and strike at danger over and over. While they can grow up to 50 inches long, most grow to about 3 feet. That's about this long.
Sister almost stepped on me.
Oh man, me too, actually. I didn't see it and I almost did too. It's kind of scary. Mojave rattlesnakes can be tan, olive or gray brown with dark diamond-like patterns running down their backs. Their heads are wide and triangle shaped, but their name comes from the rattle at the end of their tails. Starting with just one section, when they are young, the rattles increase each year, with a new section added each time the snake sheds its skin. The size of the rattle reveals the snake's age. Did you know that? It's kind of cool. So if they have more at the end of their tail, they're older. Like if they have 10, that means they're 10 years old. If they've got 3, it means they're 3 years old. So that's interesting. Named for the Mojave Desert, the Mojave rattlesnake hunts in the southwestern United States and central Mexico. It is mostly nocturnal and hibernates in the late fall and winter. Like other pit vipers, the Mojave rattlesnake uses 2 pits on its face to sense body heat, locating predators and prey. Night after night, it kills and eats rats, other snakes, mice, lizards, birds, frogs, and insects. Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Nothing on the back. So that's it for that. Okay, so you can go back and look at a couple.
Exactly.
You got exactly 6. Very good. So if you got less than that, go ahead and make sure you have at least 6. Here's what we're going to do. I want everybody to look at it and pick one of your favorites there. And we're going to go around and share. And I'm going to build this here with everybody's ideas. So you can either copy what I put or you can do your own. Does that make sense? You can change it up and do your own outline. But your goal is 3 keywords only on each line. But you can use numbers for free. You can use symbols or pictures for free or abbreviations. So I'm going to go around and have you guys take turns giving me what you think is an interesting fact fact about the Mojave rattlesnake. So I'll start with you, Rylan. What's something that you underlined that you thought was interesting about the Mojave rattlesnake? By the way, oh, sorry to interrupt, but by the way, try to pick something toward the top because then it kind of flows a little bit better if we talk about the first initial information first and then we go into the other stuff. So what do you have at the top?
Retractable fangs and just a very powerful venom.
Retractable fangs. Okay. So how could we put that in our outline? 3 words.
Retractable is one word.
Yes. Should we start with that one? Let me see if Rylan can help us here.
Retractable.
Yeah, I like that one. Now, if you guys want to use this fact later, you can, if you have other stuff you want to put first. Draw fangs, and then what?
Powerful venom.
Okay. So, okay, my idea of fangs, I'm gonna do like a sideways mouth and then like a tooth like that. And I'll put an eye and he's gonna be and then powerful. But if you guys have another way of drawing that, go ahead and put it how you want to. That was good, Rylan. I like it. One thing we forgot to do was think of a third word at the very top at the topic.
Dangerous.
Ooh, do you guys like dangerous? Yeah. We could even draw a little arm for armed and dangerous. Hey, as long as we know what it means, that's all that matters, right? Because I kind of like that line. They're armed and dangerous. They sound like they're tough, like they're cool. Okay, good. What about you, Ava? What's another fact you have?
Mojave rattlesnake will begin to rattle, bring its head up, and strike at danger over and over.
Yes, I like that too. So how can we put that on the outline?
Rattle.
We could draw a head. We could just draw a person's head just so we get the name head. I'm not gonna make him too happy because he's representing a rattlesnake. Head, and then what do you think after that?
Right.
He brings it up, right? Maybe we do an up arrow. And then I do like strike, and then what? So we could do over, and you could do over and a plus sign, or sometimes I go like that to represent again, like over and over again. So whatever makes sense to you guys.
Or I could just draw the recycle sign.
Oh, that's true. That's basically 2 arrows, right? Is that how it is?
Yeah.
Like one
It's just
arrow
like-
and then,
It's like one arrow.
Uh-huh, okay, you could do that.
Or
keeps going in a circle.
you could like do the loading sign.
I'm gonna have you go next, Delilah. What else do you want to put in here that you thought was interesting?
Let me. Oh, 50 feet long. Like, you could put like.
Oh, I don't think it's 50 feet. 50 inches?
50 feet.
I know, that's some kind of snake. Or 3 feet, so you could do. That'd be like,
We're scared.
seriously, can you imagine?
It's like passing past you and then
It's still going?
Step over it, but they're like waiting there for like 10 minutes.
And then all of a sudden the rattle comes like 10 minutes later. You're like, whoa. Anyway, go ahead. Do you
50 inches.
50 inches?
Or 3 feet,
Yes.
not 50.
Can we do that? And can we mix that one with the color too that they have?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
You could draw the number 50.
Okay, 50. Or if you guys like the, oh, go ahead.
And you could just do the abbreviation for inches.
Which is what?
The
Find out-
quotation
I-
and
IN. It's an
Alright.
easy one.
And
Okay, then what?
then you could say 3.
I don't know if we need both. I think 50 inches is fine. We could just keep that one. Because they're both the same. 50 inches is about 3 feet. But what about the,
the math? So
yeah, that's okay. So what about the colors? How can we do that?
inch.
and you could do
That's true, it is.
you could put tan, olive, and then draw a little circle and draw gray inside of that circle,
Okay,
and then brown.
yeah,
Because inches and feet are like I don't know what I call them, but like they're not words really.
oh, you're right, you don't, yeah, we could just do 50 and we're not using any words yet. Tan, I wonder if we could do like one other color, like olive, like you guys know what olive is, it's like a green color.
I just
And then maybe
call
the diamond on their back. It does say dark diamonds, huh? Dark diamond
You can just draw the diamond dark.
or, oh yeah, I did a dark spot, but
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. That's a good idea. Make the diamond, the diamond. What?
Diamond.
What's that?
Dark.
The diamond, make the diamond. Right, there you go. I was combining dark and diamond and it came out Darman. That was weird. Okay, so Levi, what about what's next? What do you think? Whatever fact that you find on yours that you thought was interesting that you underlined. And remember, you guys can make yours different if you want to go ahead of me. Okay, so what's one that we don't have up here yet? You guys can keep going if you see other facts you have.
rattles increase every year.
Okay. Rattles. How did you
I
do
put
the
rattles and then I put increase.
increase?
And then I put the circle thing with an arrow.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Ah. If you guys have a different way to do it the way you want to do it. And then Brady, when you're ready, what's another one?
And we'll have Ralph make hunts in the southwestern United States and central Mexico.
Yeah, that's a good one. Where they are. That's a good one. I wonder if we should save that to the very last one. Because if we put that here and then we go back to something it does, it might be like too choppy. So can you pick a different fact?
Rats, other things, mice, lizards, birds, bugs, and insects.
Whoa, that's a lot. How can we put that on the outline?
Where do you?
What'd you say, Riley?
It eats humans.
I'm just trying to it's humans.
Oh yeah, like a mouth eating something?
Yes, I always like to draw Pac-Man because that's pretty easy. You could do it like a C with a little mouth for eat. Okay, and then what?
Then we list some of the animals.
You have to choose, probably just 3.
Other snakes,
Other snakes, I'll just put snakes, birds,
and
rats. And then if you want to draw any of those so you can add more, you can. It's okay with me. Good. And then I kind of like the idea of ending on where you can find these guys. And so you said they are in the Mojave Desert. And where was that fact? Oh, southwestern United States and central Mexico. What if we did southwestern? It's a big word, southwestern, and then US, and then central Mexico. So that's a good fact to end on. So whenever you're doing reports like this, when you're looking for information, you want to make sure you group things together. Like, I thought you guys did a good job talking about its fangs, and then right here, how it strikes, and then its color, and then the rattle. These kind of all go together with their bodies. And then this one talks about what they eat and then where they're found. So see how we did a good job grouping those things together. That makes it flow better. Okay, thumbs up if you got all of this for Roman numeral 2 done.
I
Good.
have exactly what yours is.
That's okay. Yours can be different. I want to encourage you to do it different. Yes, Rylan.
You know how it says southwestern United States?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they hunt them. They're gonna be colored on it.
It is right here. The Mojave rattlesnake hunts in the southwestern United States and central Mexico. Yep, that's what it said. All right, we're gonna go on to the next one. This one's really different. And if you look at this page, it's the Gray's Monitor. And if you take a peek, a sneak peek to the back, it's a lizard. It's different. We've already talked about 2 snakes now, the Sahara sand viper and the Mojave rattlesnake. Those are snakes. This one's gonna be different.
The monitor lizard.
It's a monitor. So we're gonna just put that here next to Roman numeral 3, Gray's Monitor. It's a weird name, but that's what they're called. And then we're gonna do a comma and a space because we don't know yet what we wanna do there. What's a good one?
Large.
Large. We might wanna use the word lizard too, because we already talked about 2 snakes. This one's different. This is actually a lizard. So we're gonna move on to Gray's Monitor here.
And just have a question. If it has an apostrophe and then an S, I mean Gray is? that-
Oh, good question. No, when it has an apostrophe, this is somebody's last name, I think. So when you have an apostrophe S like that, it means that the monitor belongs to that person, Gray. I don't know where the name came from, but whenever, it's like if I said Brady's hat, it would be Brady with an apostrophe S. Brady's hat, that means the hat belongs to you. Does that make sense? That was a good question though, because we did talk about contractions today, so. Yes,
This is
let's find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. You guys focus on underlining 6 again. It's okay. We know you love chicken nuggets, so maybe someday there will be some in our story. So you're gonna, your goal, oh yeah, we did, huh?
Yeah.
Your goal is 6. So don't underline everything again, okay? Try really hard not to do that, because it's a lot of information in here. Try to pick 6.
Underline every word inside of this.
Try not to. Try not to. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read it. The Gray's Monitor, also known as the desert monitor, is a large lizard that lives in the Sahara Desert, the Arabian Peninsula, and the deserts of Central Asia. By the way, Central Asia, that's where we know about the Gobi Desert. In the wild, they can grow over 3 feet or 0.91 meters in length and weigh up to 3 pounds or 1.3 kilograms. For a lizard, because the lizards we have here in Tehachapi are like tiny, right? They're really small. You can barely, they don't feel like anything. They're super light. So yeah, 3 pounds would be like, probably like the weight of this chair, maybe? No, I guess it's a little heavier.
Maybe like a water.
Yeah, I don't know, something between those two things. Maybe your binder
Maybe both of them connected.
or your book, your grammar book might be 3 pounds.
Or maybe the weight of yourself. Or the weight of bag of chicken nuggets, maybe.
Okay, that's true. That a bag of chicken nuggets could weigh 3 pounds. That's true.
So that means actually could be true.
It's
That isn't me.
Okay, we're gonna move on. The monitor's forked tongue helps it smell prey. So a forked tongue just means it's split. You've probably seen that on snakes before. That's how it smells. Okay. Gray's monitors have venom in their saliva and strong jaws to help them bite and chew. What's another word for saliva? Go ahead and just say it.
Spit.
Yep, your spit. So it's the wet part of your mouth. Theirs is poisonous. So there's venom in there. Weird, huh? Okay. They can't die from their own venom. Their powerful tails can be used like whips for defense. They range in color from simple gray to bright colors and stripes. So Gray's monitors might, I don't know why it has an apostrophe S. It's a weird name, but it is gray too. Okay. What Gray's monitors eat depends on where they live. They eat other lizards and snakes, ground nesting birds, tortoises, eggs, toads, gerbils actually is how you say it, gerbils. Those are, do you know what those are? They're like little, they're cute. They're like little hamsters. Yeah, without a tail. I don't think they have a tail, but they're really cute. And young rabbits. Sad for the young rabbits. They also sometimes eat chicken nuggets. I was wondering if you were listening. They also sometimes eat carrion, including dead hedgehogs, cats, and dogs. That's sad. So carrion is another word for dead animals. And other animals that eat dead animals are like crows or vultures.
So kind of like scavengers.
Scavengers, exactly. Very good. Gray's monitors can also feed on beetles, ants, snails, centipedes, and scorpions. That's a lot, huh?
Next one, they talk about
They
how
will
they
eat
eat
almost
fruits.
anything. What?
You guys are looking ahead. Okay, occasionally Gray's monitors have been known to eat fruits and vegetables if they must. In fact, it seems they will eat almost anything.
That's like the fifth sentence of the.
He's keeping track, guys. There's a little more on the back. Okay. Gray's monitors like to be solitary or alone. They will attack if they feel threatened and seem to be grumpier in cooler weather. When kept as pets, some monitors have lived to be 25 years old and grow up to 6 pounds. That's probably how much a chair weighs, 6 pounds. That's pretty heavy.
Is it how much a bag of chicken nuggets weighs?
Like 2 bags of chicken nuggets. 2.7 kilograms, another way to say it.
800 chicken wings.
Although it may seem exciting to have Gray's monitors as pets, they cannot really be tamed. Many will try to bite their owners even after years in captivity. You know what captivity means,
No,
Levi?
they're gonna venomize their owner.
If you've ever had a lizard or seen somebody who has
I
one,
have one.
My brother has one.
you put them in like a tank usually, you know, and they're captives. Yes, they're in captivity because they can't get out. They can't run away, right?
Brother doesn't have a lizard, he has a gecko.
Oh, that's a type of lizard. Yeah, those are cool. So-
When Dad eats hedgehogs, Sonic the Hedgehog don't wanna go anywhere.
Yeah, no,
Big fat
Does he have diaper geckos?
yeah, Sonic does not wanna visit this guy.
Gecko?
Okay, so what should we put here? You guys like the word lizard? What should we put here? Large. I feel like we need to tell what it is, though. Could we put a L for large, like you know how like on your shirts, how you have like a S for small and L lizard, yeah. What if we do?
X large.
Well, I don't think they're that big. That would be like
I,
a dinosaur size.
I like to wear oversized clothes, so.
We're not talking about your clothes. We're just using L for large. Lizard, okay. And then Ava, what about you? What do you have underlined for a fact? And then you guys can go ahead and work ahead, you know, keep going. Look at the facts that you underlined. And then we'll put them kind of all together up here.
In the Sahara Desert, the Arabian Peninsula, and the desert of Central Africa.
Central Asia, actually. But yes, and that's gonna be hard to figure out which ones to use, but we could. Well, how could we put that in 3 words? Do you have any ideas? We could abbreviate some of them. Like maybe Sahara and then a D for desert. Yeah, start with that. Sahara D.
There's a lot of Sahara deserts.
We actually know a lot about the Sahara Desert now. You're right.
It can be 3 feet.
Looking at the map for a second. Because the Arabian Peninsula is right in here. Right in here. So we've got basically the tan spots. Here's the Sahara, big one. The Arabian Peninsula is here, and then there's, oh, it said Southeast Asia? Is that what it said? Or Southwest? Central Asia. So yeah, so here, and here, you can find these lizards. Not in the United States, though.
They can be 3 feet tall.
So should we put Arabian and then pen for peninsula, maybe? Arabian. And then how do we do Central Asia? How can we abbreviate that one? We have room for one more word, technically.
Or you could draw it.
Yeah.
Central A.
Central A or Central, we could, yeah.
The deserts are Central.
I'm gonna put Central and I'm gonna spell out Asia just in case we think it says Africa, because then we might be confused. Sahara Desert, Arabian Peninsula, C for Central Asia, but you're on the right track there. That was pretty good. And how about Rylan? What's another one you underlined?
What can help it smell good?
Forked tongue helps smell prey. Yes. So how can we put that on there? Can we draw a fork?
Yes.
You can draw a fork.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's draw a fork. I think Delilah likes that idea. And then what? Tongue?
Yeah.
That's a weird word that has G-U-E.
Or you could draw a tongue.
Or you could, but we have room for it, so we might as well use a word.
A nose and that.
Did you say nose? Well, we have room for 2 more words, so we could put smells. Smell? Prey?
Okay.
Smell prey. I like it. Or did you say helps and then nose and then prey? Oh, you could do it that way if you wanted to. You could put, she was thinking helps. I didn't hear her say that. So you could put helps and then draw a nose. And then pray. That's okay too. But it doesn't have a nose, but we're using nose to help us remember the word smells. How about Brady? What's another one?
What they eat.
Okay, we can move on to that. Talks a lot about what they eat,
They eat everything.
pretty much. What do you think?
I put after I eat. And,
Okay,
I put I circled the L in lizard, so I put that one just L.
oh, okay, that's a good one, like that, and then put an L with a circle.
I did snakes.
Okay,
Carrion, that's how you pronounce it.
carry on, uh-huh.
And then hedgehogs and other animals.
What did you put with an X on it?
Alive, like
Alive, oh,
hedgehogs and dogs. and stuff
Oh.
like that.
and then you drew a hedgehog? Oh, I think you have too many words then. Oh, I have an idea. Or this is what I use sometimes for dead. That's my symbol for dead. That's what I like to use for dead. And then hedgehogs. Poor hedgehogs, those are cute too. Levi, you're next. What's another one? What's one that you have already?
They like to be solitary or alone,
Oh, okay. So how did you put that on your?
like be solitary.
Oh, okay. Be solitary.
Like be alone.
Like that? Like be solitary. And Delilah? Can you tell me one more fact though before you go? Cause it's your turn to go on this one. Unless it's an emergency. Okay.
Elephants in southern United States and central Mexico.
You're looking at the wrong one. We're looking at the Gray's monitor. There you go. You can either pick something else about what it eats or on the back, how long it lives or how it, something from the back.
That is when they're kept as pets, they so you can like pet pets live to 25. And you got the years old one, the abbreviation.
Years old. Okay, we could do that. Pets live 25 years old. That's good. And then when you're done writing that, you can go use the bathroom. What are you backing up for?
I finished.
Well, don't pack up yet. Get it back out. You're not supposed to pack up until we're at the end. Who wants to do the last one, number 6? Do you have anything else you want to put on there? Levi.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, did you change your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, Brady.
Then you would like your owners and after your snack.
Okay, good. And how did you put that on your outline?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so let's think about that. Did you do that one, Levi, about it being in captivity by your owners?
I put tamed with a circle across and I put right owners.
Hmm.
I don't want people to know people.
They are not, they cannot be tamed. So he circled it. You could do that with a line through it. Bite. Do you like that, Brady? Or do you have a different way to do it?
I'm kind of following it, then I would.
Okay. Oh, top secret. Okay, then that's fine.
Me too, but why not?
All right, when you get done with that, I want you to get out your checklist, because we need to go over the checklist before you go. You guys are gonna write paragraphs 2 and 3 this week. You already have one, so what you're gonna do is keep going on the one that you started. Because you already have the first paragraph. Remember, this is a big report, okay? So you're gonna finish it this week and put the other 2 paragraphs there with using these. And on the checklist, the topic clinchers. Oh, by the way, I have an idea. Don't pack up yet. Put stuff out. I don't want you to pack up. I want you guys to put a box around Mojave and put a box around Rattlesnake and Grays and Monitor, because those can become your topic clinchers. Pretty easy. All you have to remember is to include these words, listen guys, in the last sentence too. Make sure they're in the first sentence and the last sentence, and then you've got your topic clinchers. Mojave Rattlesnake and Gray's Monitor. And then you have 4 dress ups. You have LY, who, which, strong verb, and because clause. Now, the who, which clause is gonna be which, because we don't have any people in our story. We only use who when we're talking about a person, right? Or a character that's acting like a person, like the little red hen. But since these are all real animals in real life, we're gonna use which in one of the sentences. And then the because clause is what you use when you're telling why something is the way it is. Like, where's a good spot? We could do,
Save times because it helps them smell better.
yes. Okay, so right next to number 2 on this side of the 2, let's make a note because that's a good spot for a because clause. I like that. The Gray's Monitor has a fork tongue because it helps it smell. Smay. I keep combining words. It's like my brain is going too fast for my mouth. Okay. How about this part where it talks about the rattlesnake here? It brings its head up to strike over and over. So it brings its head up because it will strike over and over. That might be a good spot to put a because clause. Or it rattles because it warns its victim that he's going to bring his head up and strike over and over. So that would be a good spot for a because clause. That's a new skill you guys can do. If you like to think ahead of where these dress ups would go, you can make a note on the other side of the number here and ahead of time. That way you're not messing up your paper too much as you go. Does that make sense? So you can think ahead, like, where can I put the which? Where can I put a strong verb? We've already got some strong verbs in here, like, let's see, smell. That's a strong verb. Increase. That's actually a strong verb. Strong is an adjective, actually. That's a good question, though. And then you've got, yeah, your ly. You'll have to think of an ly word.
What about bite?
Yeah, that would be a strong verb. All right. Any questions about your homework this week? I'm just gonna hold this up so they can see on the recording what we have here. You can pause it there if you need to. Go. Yes.
About our work?
Does it have to do with chicken nuggets?
No.
Okay.
Does this string have any meaning of burritos?
All right, you guys, that's it for today. So go ahead and now you're gonna keep everything in your front pocket. Okay, Delilah, your front pocket of your writing binder. Make sure it all stays together. And you guys are gonna keep going. So you already have paragraph 1. Now you're gonna write paragraph 2 and 3. And then, oh, you got to come up with a new title because you'll be at the end. Okay. So think of a new title.